If you're looking to sell your classic truck or any vehicle in general realistically, then stick around for today's video. I'm going to show you how to make a for sale ad the right way. So there's multiple ways of selling your vehicle nowadays. You can end up selling it on an auction, you could put it in your front yard with the for sale sign on it, you can end up selling it online, and a bunch of other ways. But I'd say one of the most popular ways to sell a car nowadays is by using Facebook Marketplace. So if you guys don't know what Facebook Marketplace is, Facebook basically has a for sale section that you can end up listing things for sale, whether it being your vehicle, furniture, or whatever you have realistically. Now, one thing I will say, Facebook Marketplace can be super addicting, and if you're like me, you're probably already addicted to it. Now, besides it being super addicting, it can also be pretty annoying at times too. I love going on there, buying cars and trucks. I usually do it pretty often. I also sell a bunch of cars and trucks on there. But there's one thing I hate the most, and it's also the most annoying thing about Facebook Marketplace, and that's a bad for sale ad. Unfortunately, there's a lot of bad for sale ads out there, and it doesn't really take a lot of work to make a good one. All you really need are two main things, which we are going to get into here in a minute, and then you'll have a good for sale ad, and the better for sale ad you have, the better chance that you're going to have of selling a vehicle. There are two things that make a good for sale ad. One of those things is being the information. Now, you're going to want to pack as much information into the description as humanly possible. Not only is this going to show the buyer what he's getting himself into or what he's looking at, but it's also going to show why you priced the truck at this price point, and it's going to show the value of the truck behind it as well too. Another thing I want to mention is to be honest when you're writing the description. Don't try and hide anything from people besides it being completely wrong. If you end up having someone that knows what they're looking for, when they come to check out your truck and they find something that you didn't end up putting in the description because you tried hiding it, more than likely they're going to get pretty angry and they're going to try knocking you down on the price then, which isn't going to be good for you in the long run. So when you're writing the description, don't hide anything, just put everything in there and be completely honest. Like I said, there are two main things that are gonna make a good for sale ad. One of those is being the good and honest information that you provided, and the other is going to be good and honest pictures. Now, you're probably wondering, what is an honest picture? And well, an honest picture is pretty simple. If you know there's going to be rust on the car, damage, dings, dents, paint issues, anything like that, you're going to want to actually take a picture of it instead of not taking a picture of it and not including it in the ad. And then eventually the guy or girl that's coming to look at the vehicle that you're selling is going to end up seeing it. Also, when you're taking your pictures, get as many pictures as possible. Don't just take pictures of the exterior of the vehicle, open up the doors, take pictures of the interior, take pictures of the bed, take pictures of the underside and the engine bay, and if you can, take pictures of the underside of the vehicle. Especially when you're selling something older like this, a lot of guys are going to want to see the underside of the vehicle because they want to make sure that it's not rotted out. So if you can, and if you have time, go ahead, jack it up, or if you have a lift, throw it on a lift. Take as many pictures as possible because I'm telling you, it's gonna help you out in the end. Now you know the two main things on making a solid for sale ad. Let's walk through making a for sale ad using our C10 here. We're gonna take a couple pictures of it and then do the rest on my phone. So basically at this point, I'm just walking around the entire truck, taking pictures of the entire exterior, and now I'm gonna start kind of focusing on some of its little blemishes here and there. Because like I said, you wanna be as honest as you possibly can because it'll make for a good for sale ad and it'll create less headaches in the future. And I feel like that's everything we need for the exterior. So I'm gonna go ahead, pop the hood here. Take a couple pictures in here, and usually for the engine bay, I'll take like 2 or 3. You don't have to do a ton. Obviously, if there's a problem, take a picture of the problem so you can point that out. That should be good for the engine bay. Now, before I move on to the interior, I'm just gonna snap a couple pictures of the underside. Nice shot of that. Come along the side, do the same thing. Nice shot of the frame rails. And do the same thing one more time in the rear. Nice shot of the gas tank relocation. All the QA1 goodies under here. Now from here, I'm just gonna go to the interior. Usually what I like to do here is I'll kind of take a nice wide shot with just the door open so you can see the door panel and everything in the interior. And then head inside, grab a good picture of the seats and all of the other items in here. All right. Now, another thing that you can end up doing, Facebook Marketplace has a pretty cool feature where you can actually upload a video. So you can actually take a video of your truck running, a walk around of it, and that'll help with the for sale ad too. Now that we have all of our pictures of the truck, it's time to make our for sale ad, so let's hop on a Marketplace. So after we have all of our pictures loaded up, we gotta do a title. So we're just going to make it pretty simple. 1968, I'm sorry, 1969 Chevy C10. And we're gonna put our price in here. Now this price is literally just made up. That's not actually what I would put it in as. And from there, you can select your category if you want, but you don't have to. You do your condition. We're just going to put used and good. And then here is the description. Now from this point on, I'm not going to put in the full description here because honestly, when you actually do a good description, it does take a little bit of time. That's probably why a lot of people don't have good for sale ad descriptions. But anyway, from here, this is where you're going to type out all your information. You know, usually how I'll start it off, I'll just start it off with the year of the truck and what it is. So, you know, 1909 Chevy C10. From here, I'll just put the miles and then transmission. And then I'll usually put the motor in here as well. So from there, right after there, that's just kind of what I usually do. I'll just put a little description of what the truck is. And then after that, that's when I'll start really getting into the informational description, basically putting the entire parts list down, any pros or cons it may have, and things like that. And then at the very end, after that, I'll usually put my price one more time. I'll say, you know, $10,000 or best offer, looking for trades as well, or not looking for trades, or $10,000 firm, whatever you guys want to end up doing. After that, you definitely want to add in some tags there, you know, just basically stuff with your truck, Chevy, C10, blah, blah, blah. Just things that relate to your truck is what you want to put in your tags. After that, you're just going to click the next button. It's going to ask you a couple of different things. And from there, you can post it. And that's how you make a good for sale ad. So that's how you make a for sale ad. Realistically, it's not that hard. It just takes a little bit of time. You know, it takes some time to get good pictures of it. And the majority of the time is going to be spent writing up that honest and good informational packed description. Now, when you're writing that description, like I said, don't hide anything. Just be as open and upfront as possible. It's going to make the sale way smoother, and you're more than likely going to get closer to your asking price too, because there's not going to be a lot of things that they can nitpick and try to break you down on the price. Now, if you have any other questions, or if you have any other tips or advice for a good for sale ad, leave it down in our comment section below. But it's now time to drop a gear and disappear, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, if you need any classic truck parts, just click the link down below in our description.